a gentle practice. We're going to use a homemade bolster. I posted like a little tutorial on how to make one on Facebook, but you basically just roll up a blanket into a burrito shape. That's all you need to do. If you want to designate a blanket to your at-home yoga bolster, you can like tie a couple ribbons around it, or a belt will work. You could also just put it in a pillowcase and like tie a knot in the end of the pillowcase to hold it in place for you. But a nice bolster, just the right size for you, about the length of your spine, will come in handy here in the next few weeks while we're doing yoga at home. All right, let's start in a comfortable seat. And I've been learning a new meditation technique called the freedom technique. So let's practice that at the beginning of our practice, and then we'll come back to it at the end. And the reason it's called the freedom meditation is because you're not trying to push thoughts out of your mind. You're not trying to oppress any thoughts. You're just welcoming and letting thoughts flow. So just take a few deep breaths. And see if you can start to go into that neutral observer mode where you can watch your thoughts and observe. And as you start to kind of settle into your breath and observe your breath, take a little movement with your body if you'd like. Adjusting your posture any way you need to, making yourself comfortable. We're just going to sit here for 2 or 3 minutes. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Make your breath smooth. Gently open your eyes or bring a little movement back. And then come to hands and knees and start to move through cat and cow. Draw your shoulders back, take an inhale. And on your exhale, round your spine. Let your head hang down. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, round. And keep going with your breath. Make the movements a little bigger, kind of getting your shoulders into it when you can. You can start to make circles or rock from side to side. I like to rock from front to back, see how my wrists are feeling. You can tuck your toes, stretch out your feet, and just a little more movement here. And then come into down dog. Walk out the backs of your legs. Nod your head yes. And no. And then let your head hang heavy. Begin to walk your feet forward to your hands. Halfway lift on an inhale. Forward fold. Widen your stance a little bit. You can sway and hang here. You can bring your forearms to the tops of your thighs. Just take your forward fold and lengthen your spine. Two more breaths. Nice long exhales. And on your exhale, reach up and come into mountain. Take a few breaths here. Reach up with your inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Take a few breaths here. You can come down to your knees. I'm going to come down to my knees tonight. I'm feeling kind of tired today. So I've been taking it really gently with my yoga practice today. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, lower yourself down as slowly as you can and safely. Once you're down, come up onto your forearms for Sphinx. Take a little movement with your neck here. Kind of slowly look up. Teeth are closed. Stretch the front of your neck. And then tuck your chin slowly in towards your chest. Bring your head forward. Maybe roll your head from one shoulder over to the other. Look from left to right and kind of nod your head yes. Start to point your tailbone down. Get a little traction at your forearms. Pull your chest forward while you press the tops of your feet down and point your tailbone down. Inhale, really pull yourself forward, and on your exhale, keep pulling yourself forward as you lower down. Bring your forehead down. And then push yourself up and back for child. Take your knees wide, big toes together. Press your hips down towards your heels and lower your forehead down to the mat. Notice your breath here. Can you make your breath more smooth and even? Can you feel your back expand and your belly expand as you inhale? Relax a little more with your exhale. On your inhale, rise up. Set up for a very gentle version of camel. Come up onto your knees and widen your knees a little wider than your hips. Bring your hands to your low back. You kind of want to rest right at the top of your pelvis. And then draw the top of your front of your pelvis to your lowest rib. So you're pointing your tailbone down. Inhale your heart up. Lengthening the front side of your body. You can exhale and lean back just a little bit. And give yourself little breaks. Maybe come out of it. We want to keep it pretty gentle. Just a big stretch from your pubic bone up through your throat. So inhale your heart up. Exhale, stretch. You can let your head hang back if you want. One more inhale, heart up. Exhale, go back. And then inhale back to upright and come into downward dog. Walk your feet forward to your hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach up. And come into mountain. Reach up with your inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Take your vinyasa. Lower yourself down. I'm using my knees tonight. Taking it easy. Make your way back to down dog at your own pace with your breath. One more exhale here. Walk your feet forward to your hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach up. And come into mountain. Reach up with your inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Take your vinyasa. One more exhale. Walk your feet forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach up. Come into mountain. And stay here in mountain. Take a few deep breaths here. Reach up with your inhale. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to take tree. We're taking it kind of early in our practice tonight. Start to shift your weight onto your right foot. And come up onto your left toes. Start to open your left hip. Practice balancing on your right leg. You can hover your left leg. You could take a little movement here if you want. Maybe you make your way into warrior 3, or you move your arms. Just flowing with your breath, having fun with it. Being able to relax and play here. Take a few more breaths here. And then gently step out of it, coming into mountain and taking a little movement. When you're ready, start to prepare for the other side. Shift your weight onto your left leg. You want to engage everything in your left side. You want to squeeze your left glutes, whole left legs engaged. You're pulling your abs in and up, lifting your pelvic floor. And start to practice balance. Creating a little bit of movement if you'd like. Couple more breaths here. And then gently step out of it. Come to the top of your mat. Reach up with your inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back with your left foot, coming into low lunge. And take a little movement here, maybe rocking your hips from front to back. You want to stack your right ankle under your right knee. We're going to add a little twist here. Lower your back knee. Plant your left wrist under your left shoulder and bring your right hand to the outside of your right knee. Turn this way so you can see. You want your hips to be going forward, and you're going to take a twist. Look back over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Now, if you want a deeper twist, you may want to bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Go slow. And then if you want to try, you can tuck your back toes, press through your back heel, and lift your back leg. Exhale into your twist, and then come back to center. Step back to plank, and you can just push back to down dog, or you can take your vinyasa any way you want. Lower down with your exhale. Inhale forward and through, and back to down dog. Look up to your hands, walk your feet forward to your hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach up. And bring your arms down to your sides, coming into mountain. Stay in mountain for a few deep breaths. going to take pyramid pose. Step your left foot back. Come forward and over your right leg. We'll do pyramid here, and then we'll do lunge on the other side. If you want to practice a little more balance here in pyramid, you can bring your hands to heart center. A few more breaths here. And then on your inhale, come up with a flat back and step your feet together. Take a little movement. Step your right foot back for pyramid. Inhale and engage your legs, lengthen. On your exhale, go forward over your left leg. You can use your hands down on the mat, or if you want to practice a little more balance here, you can bring your hands to heart center. Again, you bring your hands to heart center and still take that exploratory movement, drawing your left hip back, right hip forward, keeping your knees safe and strong. On your next inhale, come up with a flat back. Step your feet together at the top of your mat. And just release here in mountain a little bit. Maybe rock your hips from side to side. Reach up with an inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step your right foot back, coming into low lunge. Take a few breaths here. Coming into a nice deep lunge in time. The main goal is to bring your left ankle under your left knee. Lower your back knee. Hips are not stacked above your back knee like that. They're in front of your back knee. We're going to add the twist. Right wrist stacks under left shoulder. Right wrist stacks under right shoulder. Left hand comes to the outside of your left knee. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. The reason I have you put your hand on the outside of your knee is to keep your knees stacked above your ankle. If you want to deepen, bring your opposite elbow across, keeping your knees stacked above your ankle. You can press your hands together, or you can just use your elbow there however you want. Inhaling length. If you want to go for the lifting your back leg, tuck your back toes and press through your back heel, lifting your back knee. One more exhale, and then come back to center. Step your feet together back there for high plank. Take your vinyasa. Lower down. Inhale forward and through. And come back to down dog. Walk your feet forward to your hands. Bend your knees and squat down. And then sit all the way back. Lay your body down. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Hug the back of your left thigh in, or you can hug around your left shin if you'd like. And I want you to find a stretch in your right glutes and under. So you may want to roll or rock over to the left a little bit. Relax through your right glutes and the outside of your right hip, wherever you're feeling it over there. Try to relax in that area so you can get an even bigger stretch. You want to keep doing work here. If that stretch goes away, hug it in a little harder. Find a little bit of deeper work to be done. Couple more breaths. Where can you find a deeper stretch? Just relaxing can help deepen it. So try to relax with every exhale. And then we're going to bring our left foot back down to the mat, but keep your right ankle right where it's at. You're going to bring the right bottom of your right foot down to the floor. You want your right knee pointing up towards the ceiling and bring your right hand to the outside of your right hip. Where your right hand is where I want you to find the stretch here. You've got to relax. I am so tight in this area that unless I consciously relax, I can't even feel anything here. But it's definitely there. So it's kind of like you're trying to lower your right side of your low back down towards the mat, getting heavier back there. Couple more breaths here. And then come back to center and unravel your legs. Change sides. Put your left ankle on the top of your right thigh. Hug the back of your right thigh in. Maybe rock over to the right a little bit, find deep stretch. Relax with every exhale. And then put your right foot down. Keep your left leg just how it is, and you're going to lower the bottom of your left foot over on the right side of your mat on the floor. Then you can use your right hand to kind of get your foot in place, but you want your left knee pointing straight up to the ceiling. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left hip. And work here. Letting this lower part of your back relax down towards the mat. Feeling linked here. Make your breath smooth and steady. And then come back to center and unravel your legs. Stretch your left leg down, hug your right knee up and hug it in. You want to get your biceps and triceps going here. Really hug it in. You can hug it straight up or you can take it out and around. Maybe try both. Can you draw your shoulders down on your mat a little more? Now we're going to take Supine twist. Guide your knee across your body with your left hand. Stretch your right arm out. Twist in your spine. You can look down your right arm if you'd like. And so we're going to stay here with our right leg on the floor. We're going to move into half frog. So you're going to keep rolling to your left. Right knee goes straight out. So you might roll off just the very edge of your yoga mat. So you want your right knee to come straight out from your hip, right ankle stacked right under your knee, foot flexed if you can. And then prop yourself up into Sphinx here. Look straight ahead. We're going to thread the needle from here. So you're going to bring your right arm under left. You can kind of push into your left hand, straighten your left arm. Get your right arm under there and then lay across it heavy. You can rest your forehead on your left forearm. Or if you want to go deeper, you bring your left arm down by your left side. Take a few more breaths here, getting really heavy with your exhale. And then bring your right leg back into your midline. Take your right arm out thread the needle and kind of wiggle your right hand, let the blood flow back to your right hand. We're going to take shoulder roll on the other side from here. So take your left arm out across your mat. Use your right hand to guide yourself back. You may want to take your right arm up and back. One more big inhale. Come back onto the front side of your body. Get your arm back in by your side, and then roll all the way back over onto your back onto the mat. We'll do that same thing on the other side. So you're just relaxing your right leg down, hug your left knee up, and really give it a hug for wind. Squeeze it in, draw your shoulder blades down onto the mat, and get your biceps and hands and forearms really strong here. Take a little movement with your left leg, kind of trying a couple different angles of drawing your knee up. And then we'll go into supine twist. Guide your knee across your body, twisting, kind of rolling over onto your right side. You can take your left arm out if you'd like. Take one more breath here. And then we're going to keep rolling right off of our mat. Take your left knee out, straight out from your left hip. Come onto the front side of your body. Left ankle stacked below your left knee back there. Prop yourself up for Sphinx. We're getting ready for thread the needle. Push into your right hand so you can make room to slide your left arm under, threading the needle, and then lay down over your left bicep. You can rest your forehead on your forearm, or to get a little deeper into the pose, bring your right arm right down by your side. And get really heavy here. Long, relaxing exhale. You're going to bring your left leg down to go next to your right leg. And then prop yourself back up, letting the blood flow to your left hand. You're taking a little movement there. And then roll all the way over onto your back. And we're going to get our bolsters involved now, or our rolled up blankets or pillows. Whatever we can use to kind of prop ourselves up. I want to get into a supported back bend that feels good for you. If you want, you can lay it across your lower back and lay back on it. I'm going to put mine lengthways to really expand the front of my body. So you can put the bolster either way. And then lean back and move a few times. Lean back and try it out. And find something that feels expansive in the front of your body, just where you need it. And supportive, not too deep here, because we want to be able to stay here for like 2 minutes. If you want a little more hip opener, bring the soles of your feet together while you're here. And really focus on your breath now. Notice the beginning, middle, and end of your inhale and of your exhale. You can even bring your hands to your ribs or to your belly to tune in with your breath. Getting a little heavier with every exhale. to 3 or 4 big deep breaths here. Finding just a little more space in the front of your body. Maybe you take your arms out. Maybe take your legs out. Finding a little more space, maybe deeper breath. And then very carefully come out from on top of the bolster. You can just kind of roll off of it, or you may want to sit up and just get it out of there. Come back onto your back. I want to take happy baby here. So start to rock your knees up, kind of rocking from side to side on your low back. Now, if you would rather just grab your knees and kind of rock from side to side, you can do that. You can reach down and grab your feet, toes, ankles. I like to go for the outsides of my feet so I can kind of flatten them up towards the ceiling. That feels like the best alignment for me. And then you want to pull your knees down towards the floor. And you drop your shoulders down towards the floor. Big deep breaths here. If you want, you can kind of stretch one leg out and rock from side to side. Or you can get completely still. Whatever you feel like doing. This is our last asana before we go into Shavasana. Few more breaths here. When you're ready, make your way to Shavasana. Bring your arms down by your side, palms up. Tuck your shoulder blades together under your back. You can kind of rock your legs from side to side, wiggle your hips a little bit. Allow yourself the next few minutes of complete stillness. Now, of course, you can come out of Shavasana anytime you want. I'm going to get us back to that freedom meditation at the beginning. So using as little effort as possible, begin to deepen your breath and slowly make your way up to seated by rolling over onto your side. You can even keep your eyes closed if you like. Coming right into a position to meditate, maybe for just 3 or 4 minutes, maybe you stay longer. Lengthen your spine. Continue to deepen your breath, but keep it slow and steady. There's no rules here in this meditation. No need to try to suppress thoughts. Just watch them as they move through your mind. You can continue to meditate if you'd like. I'm just going to say namaste here. Thank you for joining. And keep on meditating if you can. And be sure to check out Natalie Brown's live streaming sound healing tonight.